Pastor is the greatest preacher in the United States and in the world. And let me just say it's a privilege to be able to serve on staff with he and Sister Donna. It's an incredible blessing. And I could say a lot of things, but I don't know how much time I have. I just want to tell you, first of all, that I'm so excited about the fact that we're introducing a new Braeswood app. And I know some of you may have already known about this because we've been kind of letting it out a little bit here and there, but we want to encourage you to download the Braeswood app. And the way that you do that, obviously, if you have an iPhone, you go to the App Store and just type in Braeswood Church. You can go to that app and download it there. If you have an Android phone, I think you got to go to Google, Google Play, Google Store, and download it there. And what I want to do is, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because our giving solution that we have worked out, a part of our agreement with the organization that we're working with is that they have helped us put together this app. And so I want to talk about the app first before I talk about the giving solution, and I'll save the giving part for last. I have some slides that I wanted to show you. First of all, once you go to the Braeswood app and you click on it, you're going to see the home screen, which looks like this. Now, on that home screen, you'll see there's a welcome. There's Fondren. This says Fondren Campus. Let me stop here and say I don't have a slide for this one. But if you look right down at the bottom, do you have a slide for that? Okay, you do. Down at the bottom, along the bottom line, it says Choose Campus. Okay. So you go down there and you can choose either the Branch Forest campus or the Fondren campus, okay? And that lets us know, that lets you know if you are a part of the Branch Forest campus, when you give, it'll show up as Branch Forest and not Fondren campus. So that's the way to do that. You'll also see that there is a give section, there is a Sunday section, and a media section. I want to go through those kind of real quickly. So the next slide. You click on the welcome. There's a welcome from Pastor Steve and Donna. Keep going. Next slide. The next one is the connect. And that is, if you go to that, it gives you the welcome. Also, how to find us. It gives our address and service times, social media, and the different ministries. I'm not going to go to it, but if you click on ministries there, it'll take you actually to our website. And it'll tell you about all the different ministries that are available here at Braeswood. Then on the Sunday, you see sermon notes. You can actually tap on that screen as pastor's speaking, and you can take your own notes. If pastor decides to put some fill-in-the-blank notes on here for his sermons, he has the option to do that. That'll be in that section. You'll see where it says bulletin. We're going to be changing that to where it says weekly planner. And you'll actually be able to pull up the weekly planner each Sunday on your phone, and you won't necessarily have to have a paper copy of that. Also, if you have the Bible app, you can actually, while pastor's speaking, you are taking notes, you could actually also click on where it says Bible, and then it'll take you right to the Bible app. And so you can look up the verses that he's talking about. Also, there's an announcements section there. We hope to eventually have our weekly announcements, our weekly video announcements here. Okay, next slide. Then you go to the media. This is where, if you want to watch the service and you're not here, you can click on live stream, and you can actually watch our services live. Also, you can click on where it says YouTube or Vimeo, and you can see the messages from the past several weeks. I'm not sure how far they go back, but if you missed a message and you want to see Pastor Steve's message or Dr. D's message from last Sunday, you can click on YouTube or Vimeo. They'll be there, so you can see those. And then our Hispanic media information will be on this section also. Next slide. Now here's the online giving. So Pastor said we're going to try to make it as easy as we can. If you click on the give, let me just show you how that works. You click on that and then click on give. Next slide, it's going to bring you to this screen that looks like this. And this says, of course, Braeswood Fondren, because this is me, and I'm and I'm doing this on my phone, and I'm a part of the Fondren campus, if you selected Branch Forest, it's going to say Branch Forest on there. So you can select give one time. You can select make a recurring gift. You can also select every week, what does that say? Every month, every 1st and 15th. If you want that to be a recurring gift, you select that, and then you keep going. Next slide. You select the amount. I guess I skipped that slide. You select the amount that you want to put in, and then you hit give right here. Then it's going to come back and it's going to give you a code that you have to use. Like this code right here, it's a 6-digit code. And by the way, I chose to give to the Triple R Fund $1. And so what it's going to do is once you get that, you type in that confirmation code in that box right there and hit confirm. And then, next slide, it'll come back and say success. You're giving, your dollar was given. Now, also on your email address, whatever email you put into here, whatever you enter, it's also going to come back and send you an email and say, here's your recurring gift to Braeswood Fondren. It was successful. Hi, Bruce Kraft. On Sunday, the 24th, your recurring gift was made successfully. So next slide. Actually, this is a scroll down. Here's your gift. Your gift amount was $1, and here's your transaction number. So if you want to practice that this morning, we can all go through that. If you don't know how to download an app, listen, get your grandkids to help you, okay? And they can help you download the app. Anyway, here's some different ways now that we have to give. Not only do we have the online giving, but we also have text to give. And I'm going to go through that real quick. Also, of course, paper giving, cash and check is still an option. As far as text to give, say that you haven't downloaded the app, and say that you just want to, it's a Sunday, you haven't downloaded the app, and we have a guest and you want to give to that guest. Well, what you do then is you go to your text and you text the words down in the corner, BW Give, to 77977. Once you do that, it's going to take you back to that first screen that I showed you earlier on the PushPay app. And it's also going to ask you for a code. We want to remind you, be prepared to type in that code. And then once you do that, it's the same as if you had given online. So same thing, you'll get a confirmation back that says your gift was given, so on and so forth. Is there any other slides that I have? Okay, so a couple of things. Pastor, am I all right? Okay, a couple of things. Anytime we start doing things like giving online, it's always a concern of mine as far as the security of it. I want to assure you that, first of all, PushPay is the company that we have been working with. PushPay is the #1 giving solution for churches in the country. And one of the reasons for that is not only do they come with a complete package of helping you put together your app and all that stuff, but they are also one of the highest level security that there is. In other words, there are 4 different levels of PCI compliance. If any of you are in the banking industry, you know that. The 4th being the lowest level of compliance that you have to meet. The level 1 being the highest level of compliance, which every major bank and lending institution in the country has to meet level 1 compliance. And PushPay meets or exceeds a level 1 in every area of security that there is. So we want to assure you that we've done the research on this, and you can feel safe as you can feel with any lending institution, any banking institution doing anything online. You can feel safe. So the first thing is, security-wise, we feel very confident that that's not going to be an issue. Second thing is, I've been asked, what does this cost? Well, anytime that you do anything with a bank, it's going to cost money. Okay, so we had a platform called Easy Tithe. Some of you may be familiar with it. The fees for Easy Tithe are about 2.4%. The average is about 2.4%. Those same fees are applied to PushPay. So we're going to pay about 2.4% of your gift is going to go to administrative fees. However, let me just tell you something. Do you know that when you submit a check, there's also administrative fees to the church? We have to get that check. We have to process that, deposit it. We have to enter it into contributions so that we can have a record of your gift. And I'm not sure exactly. It's very difficult to figure out what that cost is, but I can tell you that we have one person on staff who that's all she does for at least one whole day, maybe partially 2 days, is just entering the information. Well, once you give online here, it's a transfer of data, so it's not like we have to go in and enter anything. We just download it, import it, and it's done. So there's a cost of doing business, no matter which way you do it. So those are the two main questions that I had. I guess is it all right if I just take questions? Okay, does anybody have any questions about that? Oh, let me just say, Easy Tithe. If you have been giving on Easy Tithe, we are going to probably be stopping that at the end of October, okay? And if you need to get your statement, you'll have to go on to Easy Tithe and actually cancel Easy Tithe. And go ahead and print off your statement when you do that so that you have that. Because when you go to PushPay, it'll start over, but you will be able to get your records through PushPay just like you did with Easy Tithe. But we'll keep it going through the end of October to give everybody plenty of time on that. Any questions? Yes. Yes. You can enter when you go online. You can actually enter either your checking account number, your debit card, your credit card, any way you want to give, and it'll work the same way. You can just put in your. It'll give you. When you sign up, it'll ask you the information. Do you want to enter a credit card number, a debit card number, or a bank account number? So yes, that will work with that. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Those are absorbed by the church. That's our cost of doing business with them. So, yeah, it's not an additional 2.4%. However, if you want to add an additional 2.4% whenever you give your gift, that won't bother us at all, will it, Pastor? So, yes. Any other questions? Yes. How do you get rid of the credit card as an option? You want to stay debit. Well, it should allow you to select which one you want to use. And if you don't want to use that one, you should probably be able to go in there and delete that card. Yeah. So if you have if you need help with that, let us know. And Noemi is going to also, if you have she's volunteered, have you not, because I don't have an Android phone, so I don't know anything about them. But if you need help with downloading that on an Android, she's gonna be out in the foyer for a little while afterwards, and she can help you also download it on Android. And like I said, your grandkids are the best. Yes. Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. The question. Okay, the question that Brother Dave brought up is the 2.4%, is that charged to the a congregant, or is it charged to the church? It's charged to the church, and that's why I said, it's not going to cost you anymore unless you want to add the 2.4% on there. We won't have a problem with that. Someone asked if you could enter your checking account number instead of a credit card or debit card. Yes, you can. You can enter your checking account number. And then the last one was, if someone has a credit card and a debit card that they've already registered, can they remove one and just use one? And yes, there's a way to go in there and remove it. Any other questions? Yes, sir?
What? Old school. Go the old school. Just give your tithe envelope? Yes, sir, you can do that.
Yes, like Absolutely. I said, you can still give a check. You can give cash. We still accept cash with 2 references. No. Any way that it's convenient for you. The main thing is I want you to know that there is a cost to an administrative cost even when you give us a check. So it's not like it's a freebie if you give us a check. It still costs us to administer that. So
and if I might add, if you do have questions beyond this moment, you can go to Pastor Bruce and he'll be happy to answer all of your questions. This man has every answer you ever have or every question you have. Thank you, Pastor Bruce. Appreciate it so much.
Download the app, okay?